Pennsylvania legally allowed a gay sex offender to. They didn't adopt. I said adopt. That was wrong. It was a surrogacy. That stuff. Pretty much renting a womb. That's which I am not against. I'm against that 100%. So I don't think wombs should be rented, especially for gays. That's where I'm conservative when it comes to stuff like that. I will throw in my full opinion on that. So before I read this, because I don't want you guys to watch the actual, like, see the article. I'll read it myself. Go to MB's X account really quick, please. While you're doing that, I'll be reading it so that way they can look at my beautiful face as I'm reading this. All right, so let's see here. Okay, here we go. So, Pennsylvania prosecutors calling on state lawmakers to close a loophole that allowed a registered sex offender to become a parent via surrogacy. Footage of Brandon Keith Riley Mitchell celebrating the first birthday of his son, Atticus, with husband Logan Stephen Riley went viral this week, stalking criticism from conservatives that erupted upon revelation of his status as a registered sex offender in Pennsylvania. The scrutiny comes after Riley Mitchell, 39, and his partner had previously raised more than $2,000 via a crowdfunding drive to become fathers using a gestational surrogate. In gestational surrogacy, the child is not biologically related to the surrogate mother, Riley wrote on GoFundMe. Instead, an embryo is created via in vitro fertilization using, that's IVF, okay, using an anonymous donor egg. The embryo is then transferred to the gestational surrogate who carries the baby as if it were any other pregnancy. That is crazy. It's not even the person's egg. What?
Sure you want MB?
Okay, on MB, okay, now go to MTT. Because you have MB's account, you don't have MTT's account. That's why I said that. All right, so once the baby is born, the intended parents, Brandon and I, would have full legal custody. The fundraiser, which has since been removed, I wonder why, but still archived, did not indicate details of Riley Mitchell's prior conviction in 2016 for sexual abuse of children, meaning more than one, and possession of child pornography. Logan Riley announced in November 2023 that the couple had found a surrogate after creating 4 embryos through an egg donor program.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be sick.
All right. Jesse, the reason why you have a crown next to your name is because you are a MTT Truth Seeker fan, and when you watch enough of our amazing content, YouTube puts a little crown next to your name. So you're the number 3. So kudos to you, Jesse. And I'm still waiting for you to come, bro. Still waiting. I'll continue to wait. It's all right. I have patience and consistency, so I'll continue bothering you until you come. All right, so, God, this is.
Oh, here's a little thing right here.
That's, yeah. Can you read that? Because I took off my glasses.
I mean, yeah, I could.
They can read
Brandon Keith Riley Mitchell, offender type tier 1, registration start October 6, 2016, last updated October 4th, 2024. Primary offense, sexual abuse of children.
All right, you can put me back on.
Jesse's like, how many birthdays does the kid have? They're celebrating every month.
All right, so am I back? Like without seeing that disgusting thing?
Yeah, you're back.
All right, cool. All right, so I know that Obama made homosexuality legal like marriage wise. However, by him doing that, you know, he thought he was doing a good service to, you know, the LGBT community. At the time there was no T's, at least they weren't really known. What that created was, now you have to force the education system to teach kids that there are now two mommies and two daddies, because now homosexuality is legal as far as marriage. That's already a problem, because parents should make that decision, not government. And number two is, you are claiming that two men should have the same rights when it comes to parenting as heterosexual parents, when heterosexual parents actually did the thing, went through the actual pregnancy. The woman actually went through the pregnancy, went through, you know, all the you know, motions to give birth, or maybe they had to do a C-section, but nonetheless, the healing process of a C-section, I've been told, is brutal. So I don't think gay marriage should be legal. I know that's crazy, because I just said that women should vote and get drafted, you know. So I'm liberal when it comes to certain things, but I'm not when it comes to others. That's why I don't consider myself a real conservative, because I don't take a full stance on conservative values like overall. But in this particular thing, I love gays. They are super fun to hang around with, but I don't think they should be raising children. A child needs a man and a woman. People are going to say, okay, well, what about those kids who are in foster cares? They should have a man and a woman raising them. Not two men, not two women. Now, if I had to choose whether I prefer a child to be raised by two women or two men, I'm going to always choose two women all day, every day. Always. Because this is going to sound, you know, probably fucked up, but I mean, there's a higher chance of a man being a predator than a woman is. So I would prefer two women to be raising a child over a man, just because of stats alone. Now, if I had to choose at all, I'd rather just a woman raise a child, or a man raise a child, if it have to be single parents, over a gay marriage raising a child. I know that's maybe too traditional for some people. I'm not saying that gays shouldn't exist. Like I said, I have no problem with gays. You do what you want to do in the bedroom. I don't care. I love drag shows. I used to love going to lesbian clubs. They have a great time. Lesbos know how to have a great time. I'm just not okay with a baby being raised by same sex, because they need two gender roles to understand how life works. And if that's not a thing, they need either or, not the same sex.